So hi guys, today we'll see one more Java program. So using what? So about what? Finally, finally block. So how finally we'll see the demonstration. So what is the finally block going to do? Finally keyword is different and finally block is different. We'll see the demonstration of finally block. So many will get confused with what about a final keyword and a finally block. So today we'll see about a finally block and what is the use of that. Okay. So finally block is mainly used for what? So when you use a try and catch exceptions, when small programs and basic programs there is no connection of database and everything. So in big projects there is a problem with closing the connection, and this if you after your work is done you need to close your connections. So that should be done end of your use of the connection. So if by default if you got an exception in middle of the program and rest of the code is not executed, then how your connection going to close? So connection will be usually end of your program only. So if middle of the program you got an exception, so it is problem only. So there is no way to close the connections. So for that you are using the finally block. Something if you write in a finally block, it going to be executed irrespective of your exception. Even you got exception, not got exception, that not matters, your finally block going to be executed. So we'll see how syntax is there and where to write. So first we'll create a class and I will write demo finally block. Okay, so we'll start with what? We'll start with one move method, that is public static void main. Okay, so main contains what? String arguments. So after this what we are doing? So now we'll save the file with what? Class name, Control S Control V dot Java. So done. So next I'm just using a try catch. So what program I am writing is, so number divided by anything by 0 is what? So that you are going to get a infinity, so that you are going to get a exception. So exception you are going to get, so that is arithmetic exception you are going to get. So for that what I am doing, so I am handling in a try int. So I am taking a number which is 21 divided by 0. So it's going to throw the exception, sure. So that I am just printing the value, system dot out dot print ln. Okay, so print a what value here? Number. So number I am going to print, and with what? A semicolon. So now we are handling that in a catch. So we are going to handle, which exception you may get. I may get a arithmetic exception. If you know which exception you are getting, so you directly mention that one, or else what you need to do, directly you can use a super class of all the exception, that is exception E you can use. So better will use exception E. Okay, so next statement, system dot out dot println. So what I am going to give is, or else just print a E here. Done. So now what are the main things are there? So closing any connection, so the streams you are going to end, so those will be written in a finally block. So irrespective of exception I am going to get. So we'll prove that by executing system dot out dot println. So I am writing some statement here. We'll see after getting exception or it will execute or not. So finally, this is finally block. This is finally block. Okay, this I need to be writing what? Control CX should write in here. Yes. So one more statement I want to give. system dot out dot println. So what you are writing in this, out of try and catch block. Okay, so close this. So now we are done with the program. So one, I have just used the try block. Yes, now catch. So if you use a try, need to be use a catch. And finally when I need to run the statements, even if you get an exception, irrespective of your exception, so those things you are writing in what, a finally block. So that is the main use of a finally block. When you are handling a big projects and you have a database connection, so you need to end of the program, end of the process, you need to close the connections. That time those connection, if you write in finally block, so even you get an exception in the middle of the program, it not be affected to your closing the connection. So that is how it will be placed in your program. So how it going to be work. So now we'll run the program and see. Java C program name dot Java. Okay, run. So no errors. Java program name. So I'm getting an exception, arithmetic exception divided by 0. This is finally block, out of try and catch block. So see here, what I'm executing, I'm not going to execute this line. So I'm getting an exception here. So this line is not executing, but these lines are executing. Even you got an exception, so think that I have not written a finally. So we'll comment this line, just comment finally block. Okay, and these two lines very important, and I want to execute these two lines. So these two lines I want to execute. So what I need to do, I will write after this. Okay, so now if I execute the program, yes, so what only exception you are displaying. So is you are displaying any lines after your exception got. So now exception got here. Okay, so when number divided by 0, it going to return an infinity. So we are storing in an integer, so that you are getting arithmetic exception now, right now. So this line is not executed, this line is not executed, and this line is not executed, and in the sense it is not printed. So once you got an exception, it is catched and it is come out of your all the things, try and catch. So these lines should be what handled, right? So this line should be what it need to be executed. So what I will do, these lines I am writing in what, so these lines I am writing in what, my finally block. So if you use a finally block, even you got an exception, these lines going to be executed. So now compile again. So number variable num cannot find the symbol. So finally it is come out of your value, so that's why it's showing the error. But you will, what I will do, so main you just declare the variable number equal to 0. Okay, so now, so this you can print now here, print this line here. Okay, so now compile again. So number already defined in the main, so no need of declaring again data type. Okay, now compile, run. So now you are getting 0 as a value, so that you are printing num value also, and you are running finally block. So you are running finally block completely. So even you got an exception, you are running what, your finally blocks. So you are using a try and catch for handling. So if I am not handling the using a try and catch, I am not handling, then user will not get a exception. So user will not understand what happened. So for that you are handling a try and with a catch, and you are giving us some message, and whatever the necessary lines to be executed, necessary operation should be happen, that you can write in a finally block. Just use a finally keyword. There are no parentheses you are used. and just you are closing with a open bracket and close bracket. So this is how our finally block going to be work in a try and catch block. So only thing is that if I remove try and I am removing catch, so is finally going to work now. So we'll check that also. Compile. So no, finally without a try. So that is what, without a finally, without a try and catch, you can't write a finally block. So without a try you can't use a finally. So just Ctrl Z I will do. So now see, now I will save and execute. So now it is working fine. So without your try and catch, so you can't run what your Java program. So now all the data I am going to print here. So this is what, if I make it is 10, so will I get a data or not? So I am not getting exception. So obviously all the lines going to be repeat twice. See, 12 finally block out of catch block. So this is what is displaying in a finally block, and this is also displaying, because so irrespective of your exception, now I am not getting exception, I am printing these lines, but when I get exception I need a data in the sense what, so this is I am writing in a finally block. So use the finally block when you have a closing the connection or closing the any streams you have. So that operation should be done irrespective of your exception, then go for what, a finally block. So finally block should be used with what, try and catch block, and without a try and catch if used it will going to give a error. And finally how you are declaring, so you are declaring after your catch, and there is no parenthesis, just you have a body with a flower brackets, and you are going to print the whatever the process you want to do here. So this is all about what, finally block. In next video we'll see with some other concept with execution. Till then you can practice these programs. Thank you.